down, 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 down. Nope. Listen to the vocal changes. It's amazing.
That's really clever. That consonant actually allows her to do that. If you are interested in a super duper deep dive where every little thing is explained, you can subscribe and check out my next video that's going to come up on this channel where I get into every single technique as well as the anatomy, and we're going to have charts, we're going to have graphs, but for now we're just going to get into this and have fun and talk a little bit about Beyonce's singing.
Oh shit, sorry, go back, hear that trill on the Texas. Texas. Oh, there was, I missed it. This ain't Texas. Oh, I lost my, Texas.
Boy, I can read your mind. This ain't Texas. Ain't no holding.
Whoa, I did not expect that. Hold on, listen to those high notes again.
This ain't Texas. Ain't no holding.
The riffs that she's throwing in are so quiet, like the way that they're mixed, that you might not even like fully appreciate them.
Ain't no holding. Lay your cards down, 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 down. Texas. Hey, throw your keys up. Slip around.
Yeah, that was nice too. She kind of walked that down. Throw your keys up on the up sound or the up vowel, the vowel of up. There it is.
Come pour some sugar on me, honey, too.
That one, sugar on me, honey, too. So that had a little bit of a different melodic pattern right there. The other ones were, come pour some sugar on me, honey, too. But that was, pour some sugar on me, honey, too. Or whatever it was. It changed. I know that. It changed. It changed for sure.
This ain't Texas.
Oh, okay. She's really good at adjusting vocal weight. She goes from belting, which is very like fat folds, and then she lets go of that weight and thins them out really fast in order to get that descending run that's so delicious.
Down, 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 down.
Nice. Beyonce is so good at articulating every single note in the run. That's actually quite challenging. There are a couple different ways to do that. A really popular way of doing it with your jaw, which is what she's doing. No. She also is really good at using her larynx to kind of give articulation. No. No.
Hold 'em. So lay your cards down, 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 down.
I like the little woo, hey, those little calls right there. You can hear different pitches on the woo and the hey. You can hear her doing them, but they're different pitches. That's the reason for that, because you want thickness and want kind of a crowd type sound or group voice sound, so you have different pitches of the hey and the woos going on to get that sound.
Red cup kisses, sweet redemption, passing time, yeah.
Okay, what I find the most unique about this as like a Beyonce song is actually the tight harmonies behind her. Of course, Beyonce has worked with backup singers and everything, but she's singing in like her very typical style. Although I will say again that I don't think she usually sings down that low, but those tight harmonies in the back and like the song picking up speed, this is so not what you would expect to see from Beyonce, and it is fantastic. It's really catchy.
Redemption, passing time, yeah.
What I like about this stacking here, this vocal stacking with the harmony, is the open chord octave sound. I think it fits this song very well. Da 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 da. You kind of hear the octave going on there. Sometimes people don't want to have that octave sound, that open chord sound, because it kind of feels hollow to some people. But I think it fits this song. For the record, I've always been a fan of like 3-part stacking. Like, I like simple stacking. Don't get me wrong. I love complex parts and harmonies and dissonance and all that stuff. I love that. But when it comes to my singing and my music and things like that, I tend to go for like 3-part stacking. I just like the real clean lines of 3-part harmony, but I like the open chord octave stacking, kind of like the bass and the soprano singing the same part, and with the alto and tenor parts kind of coming in the middle right there. I like that. I think it gives a warm texture to the backgrounds that kind of gives some deep richness on the lows and some playfulness on the highs. It kind of gives that middle structure some warmth as well, or those middle parts some warmth as well. So it kind of gives a cool chordal balance to the backgrounds as she's singing.
I'll be damned if I cannot dance with you.
That's really pretty. Ordinarily, when we do harmonies, we will stack them in what are called triads, and we won't get into that here, but what we're hearing here are octaves, just kind of the same note, top and bottom, and so that gives us a very thin, ethereal-esque sound.
With you, baby, pour that sugar and liquor on me too.
That 3-part stacking is so clean to me. And now you see here she's using more glides in the harmony, some more vocal slides and things within the harmony, the stacking, the background vocals of this song. I love how the slides go together. You see what I'm saying? Of course, I can't sing separate harmony by myself, but you see what I'm saying, how the stacking of the 3-part harmony right there, the slides went together. So it has a ooh, I love that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Rugged whiskey, we surviving.
Okay, I gotta say also, I really like the fact that she's doing country music, but she's not adding a big accent. This is her actual voice, so it's not like rugged whiskey. She's not trying to act like she has a country accent. She's just being her, using a melody and using a music instrumental that is very country based.
Put some sugar on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down. Don't be a bitch, come take it to the floor now. Woo.
If I can't dance with you, so isn't that with you, it's with you. And she shows up that chew, kind of like in a heady voice, thin fold spot. Oh, good sugar on me, honey, too. Kind of like that. So she's throwing these U's or chews up and kind of having a vocal throw at the end of each one of those. You see what I'm saying?
This one is fun.
Put some sugar on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down. Don't be a bitch, come take it to the floor now.
So there are two things that are going on here that I really, really enjoy. First thing that she's doing is the choo. When she's going up there, she's using what are called unvoiced consonants. And that allows her to, basically it's a, but you put a ch, t, you put a consonant in front of that aspirate, that. What an aspirate does is it flips the folds open. So that basically allows her to reset. So when she goes, honey, too, that flip is made much easier by those consonants there. And then she gets into the little gravelly vocal fry. That vocal fry is its own texture that I really like. So this is really cool. And I am clearly the purveyor of cool. You can tell because I took my glasses off dramatically.
Then spin me in the middle, boy, I can't read your mind.
This is really cool. So she brings back the harmonies, but before we were talking about how they're just octaves and so this kind of the same note. Well, now she is inserting notes in between those notes, but they happen to be mixed very quietly. So we're getting an increasing intensity in these harmonies. It's both gradual, which is from an audio engineering point, from a mixing point, is very sexy and sophisticated, and the same is true from the musical end of things to slowly introduce more and more harmonies as time goes on.
Just wake me in the middle, boy, I can't read your mind. This ain't taxes.
I can't read your mind. It wasn't I can't read your mind. I can't read your mind. With it being having to get through this many words this quickly, articulation, you got to throw it out there a little bit. Kind of just let it go. And of course, I'm sure she's singing with country music in mind and singing with a drawl in mind and singing with all these dialect things in mind. So she's not thinking about it like this, but I'm trying to show you the things she's doing to the articulation to make it work for the song and to make it work for what she's trying to do. It's an intentional move she's making.
Spin me in the middle, boy, I can't read your mind.
Boy, it's almost like that boy with the B sound, boy, and the vibrato kind of increased and the sound increased in volume. So it's like a crescendo vibrato on that boy, but the vibrato was all at the same because it's her voice stacking everything, so you can hear Beyonce doing all the things together. So the vibrato obviously would be in sync because it's the same vibrato on all the parts, but that vibrato was like boy, if that makes sense. I hope y'all heard that. I hope y'all caught that. Pocket Lexus wasn't park. Pocket Lexus. So the R was lessened right there. Pocket Lexus.
Too cold to panic. All of the problems.
I like how she's using vibrato in certain spots, straight notes in certain spots, glissandos or throws in certain spots. There's a heatwave. And I don't have the spots right because, like I said, I've only heard this song for like 10 minutes of my life. But you see how she's using these different vocal textures intentionally. So she's coloring certain syllables, certain parts of the word with vibrato, or other parts with the slide, other parts with the straight note. Sometimes it has breathiness in there.
Spurs, boots, sologenic, photogenic, shoot.
Sologenic, photogenic, shoot. That was sharp. Photogenic, sologenic. That K sound or the C sound in photogenic, sologenic, that was very sharp, very there.
There's even a whistle break. This is country.
What? Okay, I didn't expect this. Like, I knew it was country and I heard the very beginning, but this is banging. I like this. I love that we're getting different styles of music from her. Take it to the flow now. We're combining like hip hop feel of words, but putting it into country and using country style words. Oh my God. Go down with this shit. This is good. I want to learn the line dance to this. You know there's gonna be some hot fucking line dance to this song.
Now, if the song title doesn't give it away and the whistling doesn't give it away, the gunshots absolutely should just tell you that this is country. A lot of folks are acting like surprised like she released a country thing. She's from Texas. Beyonce was born in Texas. In fact, I'm pretty sure all of Destiny's Child, they met in Texas and they toured. And they're Southern girls. And so Beyonce's a Southern girl. This is not a ridiculous thing for her to release a country album.
Get rid of your fancy stuff. I feel like I want to hear that live because round, 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 round. Like, that's low. That's low. She's hitting it here, but I want to hear it live. Though, okay, hang on. History has shown to me that she always does amazing live, so maybe it'll be the same.
Down, 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 down. Nope, I can't do that. I'm a soprano, but that is so low. Holy crap. That is so low. Beyonce. That was actually insane. And I know that Beyonce has range. The fact that that surprised me, that you know that's low, guys. And it's so rich.
Round. She getting down there. Round, 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 round. That's a little bit low right there. Yeah, I like hearing her on these lower notes. She really knows how to drop that larynx. Da, 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 da. And she really just lets these low notes ring. She doesn't push them. She just lets them ring. You can hear the larynx dropping a little bit as she's going down and the throat is opening up just a little bit. Those two things can help make low notes easier. Opening up the vocal tracts a little bit and dropping the larynx a little bit. Now we find, yes. The word is find, yeah, right? But she said find, yeah. So she took that D off completely. Now we find, yeah. So she threw that find, yeah, and then threw the word again at the end of that yeah right there. And we find, yeah. Like that, okay? So she's really playing, again, with glissandos or throws, scoops, and all those things as she's singing this song here.
Ooh, you run to the left.
Ooh, I think there was like a yodel flip on that second intro or the second onset of that second ooh. Ooh, something like that. It was either a scoop or like a little yodel flip, register flip right there, but there was definitely a different textural change on that one.
I boogie in a real life, hold down. Don't be a bitch, come take it to the flow now.
And I love that she's switching. She's going from the singing and then she's going into the talking like, don't be a bitch, you know? Like, listen to the vocal changes. It's fucking amazing.
Put me in the middle, boy. I can read your mind.
Ooh, that was a middle boy. I love her flutter of a trill there. Middle boy.
Cards down, 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 down.
Texas Hold'em. She's going for the high note there. Slay your cards down, 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 down. Did she just say slay? Did she say slay instead of lay?
Headed to the dive bar we always thought was nice.
We headed to the dawn. So it's kind of like pucker, 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 bride. Da, 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 da. On those little parts right there, the little bridge, or whatever part you want to call it right here. There's a little bit of like a pucker, a little bit of like a warmth, and then she kind of throws a voice in a more brighter fashion at the end of those lines right there.
Ooh, one step to the right.
I love this here. This is a contrasting vowels as I look at the wrong camera. When we have different vowels, we have ooh, where we talk about warm vowels, we talk about dark vowels, neutral vowels, right? Ooh, one step to the right. But she really brightens that up, and that gives us like a very contrasting tone quality.
Ooh, one step to the right. Cards down, 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 down. No, pocket.
All right, Beyonce. Down. So she said down. Hit that N sound on down. Down. And then she kind of opened up to like a schwa, or like a neutral vowel on that right there.
With you, come pour some sugar on me, honey, too. It's a
She's so smart about how she will pepper in these like different little things with the consonants, with the vowels. So the choo, I was talking about before earlier in the video, how that that aspirate will pop open the folds, allowing for that kind of reset. What I didn't mention was the fact that she's ending it on the glottal. Too, too, choo, too. She is cutting off the sound by using a glottal, which is to put your folds together. So there's this contrast of the choo, hoo. And these are very subtle things, and they're nuanced, but this is what you get when you have a really experienced artist.
cards down, 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 down.
Nice, nice. Lay your cards down, 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 down. When you go into your lower notes, you can get a lot more depth of sound if you do what's called retracting your false folds. For simplicity purposes, just imagine inhaling just your favorite cup of coffee. Wow, just imagining that tells me how much of an addict of caffeine that I am. But if you do that, you should feel an opening of the throat. So there is that retraction of the false folds, and that gets the difference between this. Ooh, that was no retraction. Ooh, and you can see actually my larynx isn't moving that much. It's just the false folds. You can kind of see that there's a space opening, but you can also tilt your larynx. And that will warm up the sound as well. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to ram your tongue back. Okay, that's just no one wants to hear that. Okay, no one wants to hear it.
Run me to the left.
Ooh, there was almost like a yodel flip downward, so it's kind of like a heady, breathy, ooh, something like that. Something like that. So she switches registers or switches vocal fold mass, vibration. Ooh.
To the flow now.
Wow, just the variations in registers there, what she's doing. Spurs to the flow now. Ooh, like all of these different textures with her voice, the whistling, the high notes, the vocal fries, the low notes, ooh, all of those things just thrown into this little couple of seconds, and it would be chaotic, except it's not, because every single idea has been introduced earlier into the song. And it's just another example of not just songwriting, but also mixing and understanding of audio. I hope you liked this video as much as I liked making it. We're going to get into the minutia, every single little detail of this tune and the techniques involved in this next video that's coming up on the channel. So subscribe if you want to see that. And until next time, stay nerdy.